Maybe you thought about making one of these air filtration systems for a while, but the cost or the design just seemed like too daunting a task. I'm going to show you how to make a Corsi Rosenthal box the easy way. Let me tell you about this box. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need some 1x2. This is a 6-foot length that I got at the big box store. The 1x2, of course, is not really 1x2. If you actually measure the 1x2, it's 3/4 of an inch and it's 1.5 inches wide. So I've got a board 1.5 inches wide and 3/4 of an inch thick, 6 feet long. You need 4 of these. So you want 4 of these, and what we're going to do is we're going to use them to slice up and make a frame that we're going to piece together 2 sandwiches, a 1/4 inch piece of plywood on top and an 1/8 inch piece of plywood on the bottom. And then we're going to have 4 filters in the middle. And we're going to pocket hole the frame together to make it easy. We're going to CNC the opening for our fan, which you could adjust if you had a box fan. And we put a little rabbet on the top so that it just sits on a ledge so you don't have to have a bunch of fancy clamps. And the weight of the fan is going to seal it down so you don't have to use a bunch of tape. You can if you want to. The Catapillar, I think that officially it says it's a 14 inch, but the inside around here is 16 inches and the outside here is 17 inches. So what I did is I cut a partial little 5mm rabbet around the outside, about 3/4 of an inch in. So I did 17.1 inches so that it's an easy fit, and 3/4 of an inch, and I did 5mm deep into my my 1/2 inch plywood, and then at 16 1/8, so it's just over this lip, I cut a full hole pass through the piece of plywood. And so just so you can see what this looks like. So here's my 17 and a 1, and you can see I took it down 5mm and just cut a little ledge on here, and then I cut this at like 16 and an 8. So I got the full use. I got the full use of my fan. Here's my whole frame, and I got a piece of 1/8 inch plywood on the bottom. These are my Costco filters. You get a set of 4 of these 3Ms. They're 2,500. They're equivalent to MERV 14. And if you look closely on here, what you're going to see is it's actually 19 5/8 inches, or 49.8 centimeters by 49.8 centimeters by 1.9 centimeters, which means it's not an inch either. So if you went by 20 by 20 by 1 and designed this in your CAD, guess what? Before we put these filters in, if you look on the filters, there should be an arrow, and the arrow direction matters when you put these into your box. You want to have that arrow so that the air flows, with my design, out of your box. You want it flowing out of your box, okay? So the air from the fan is going to blow down and blow out. So all the dust is going to get trapped on the inside. That's the way I've chosen to do this. And so if you do my design, it's going to use that methodology. And it will get tighter when all of the filters are placed in. So here we go again with filter number 2. Here's my arrow. You can see it's going out this way. So I'm going to just set it in here like so. Filter number 3. I've got my arrow this way, so it's going out. I'm going to set it in there like so. And now it's time to wedge these all together. A little wrestling there, but look, there's no tape. There's no hot glue. It's tight. And that's exactly what you want. You'll notice that I have no filters on the surface here, which means I don't have to worry about things going helter-skelter. It's pressed already against the side. If you want, you can put tape all along those seams, but I doubt you're going to get 5% improvement, probably 1 or 2%, if that. And so you just set this on. Of course, you would screw this top down in the 4 corners. You've got your opening cut. Okay, got it plugged in. And you get, that's level 4. That's 2,300 cubic feet per minute push down. It'll get diminished as it goes through these, but you could feel a lot of air coming out of here. Let me get a piece of paper. You know, if you have a pocket hole maker, you could probably make this in an hour and a half, maybe even less, probably an hour. Now that you have the dimensions. So, quick recap. I really, really, really hope you'll make it. You will notice an immediate difference in how your voice sounds, how your lung sounds, how you even feel when you've been out in your shop all day. And this is not just for CNCing. This is for all your woodworking. You just put it on and you're gonna like the results. Really, really nice, simple system. Simple is better.